Hey my loves, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I wanted to give you guys an update on my current situation, what's been going on. I recently moved into a new apartment, so I haven't been able to take the time to make a video because I've been so busy with the move that, having to pack everything up and move into the new apartment. But now thankfully I've gotten everything situated, so I'm getting used to I'm getting a routine going again. So now I actually have some time to bring you another video that's going to be a second part to the one that I had made I think about a year ago or 2 years ago, I'm not really sure. It was the Witchy book haul. Now in that one I showed you 3 different spell books that I had by Jillian Kemp. And then in this one, it's going to be, I have 3 more other books to show you that I recently picked up and that were gifted to me by my husband. So without any further ado, let's begin. So the first book I have is the Daily Spell Book for the Good Witch. It is by Patty Wigington. And this book I actually got from an Earthbound Trading Company. If you haven't been to that store, guys, check it out. They have awesome stuff. Like, it's all new age stuff. Like, they have clothing there. They have crystal balls. They have tarot cards, posters. I mean, you name it, they have it. Journals. So it's a pretty neat store, if you're looking for any gift ideas or if you just want to pick up some stuff for yourself. It's a pretty cool store. So this book, what I liked about it is that it's got a spell for every day of the month. So like for this one, for example, for February 17th, oven spell for home blessings, and it gives you the ingredients, what you need. It gives you a description of the spell, and then it tells you how to perform it. I've looked through it. Actually, I found some spells that I really want to try, and some that I have tried already. So it's really interesting. So if you're one of those that likes to practice, get more into your craft or hone your craft, I would really recommend picking up this book. You can either go to Barnes & Noble or you can pick up a copy at Earthbound Trading Company. This next book is actually a gift from my husband, which, I really cannot wait to get into, and it is A Secret History of Witches by Louisa Morgan. From what I've read about this book, the reviews, it's pretty awesome. I have not read it yet, but from what I've read, based on what I've read, on the back, it seems like it's pretty interesting. It's just about, the gist of it is about family traditions. It's, of course, a family of witches, that each one of them possesses like a special kind of power, and it's passed down from generation to generation. So and each one of them, like, the families of these witches are teaching them how to come into their powers and how to kind of get used to what they have, or like accept their gifts. So like I said, I haven't had a chance to dive into it, but I'm hoping that someday when I have time, that I can sit down and read it. But from what I know, as far as I know from flipping through the book, it's told from the point of view of the characters. So like for example, if I get past the introduction, okay, so right here, the first part is called the Book of Nanette. So for the first part of this book, it's told from that character's point of view. But like I said, I haven't gotten into it yet. but I know once I do, it seems really interesting. I will post another video which will contain a review of this book to let you guys know, what I thought about it, and, if I recommend it, or even if I don't. I mean, if you still want to pick it up, because everyone's opinion is different, then I would encourage you to do so, because it's a really, really interesting book, and I can tell just by, yeah, it's kind of lengthy, but it seems like it'd be a page turner. Now, this last book was also gifted by my husband. I've had this for like about 4 years already, and it is called The Witches by Stacy Schiff. Now, this is all about the Salem Witch Trials, and if you're a fan of the Salem Witch Trials like myself, you will definitely want to pick up a copy of this book. It is very detailed, so if you have the patience to sit and read and just get into it, get engrossed in the story, then I recommend it. Myself, I know it takes a while because I'm not used to reading like lengthy material, but since it's about the Salem Witch Trials, and the Salem Witch Trials is one of my my favorite historical events, I really enjoy reading this book. I haven't finished it all, as you can see that where I marked it, it's I barely started it, or I'm barely getting past like the second or third chapter, so I'm not that far into the book yet. But so far, from what I've read, it's pretty awesome. It just details the lives of the women involved in the Salem Witch Trials, the people that were involved in it, the judges, the executioners, how the Salem Witch Trials started, the people that were involved in it, it's stuff like that. And it's very interesting to see and to read up on this event, on this historical event. And I know that the whole ordeal was pretty sad, because some of these people were innocent, so they executed innocent people. But it is a real page turner. So if you guys are if you're interested in picking up a copy, I would definitely recommend it. But that being said, I really want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I really hope that you will run down to your local bookstore and pick up a copy of any one of these books. If you have them already and you've read them, let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. I know with Secret History of Witches, if you've read it, don't give away the ending, please, because that is the quickest way to get me disinterested in a book that I'm reading is by giving away the ending. So I haven't read it. So if you've read it, don't give me any spoilers. But as always, thank you guys for all your support. I really appreciate it. I love you guys to the moon and back. And I'm so glad that I'm able to make these videos for you, and that you find them very informative and helpful. They've helped so many of you in so many ways, and I'm so glad and I'm blessed to have such a supportive community on YouTube. So as always, guys, I'm looking forward to making the next video for you. You guys have a good night. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.